Okay. So good evening all and welcome to this class. Today we are going to start with how to build charts in Excel and how to make them dynamic or how we can introduce automation in chart. Okay. So before creating chart in Excel, we should understand like what kind of chart is used when and how to choose the right chart for your data. Okay. Now there is a lot of theory here. We will not go through this. I will just tell you how you have to read this particular PDF. Okay. So there are some symbols over here which are basic, uncommon, advanced. So this green color, wherever it is showing a green circle, it is showing that these charts are basic. Wherever there is a blue square you see, that means these are not the usual charts. These are uncommon charts which are not very frequently used. And whenever you see a black diamond kind of a thing, it is a advanced chart. So advanced charts are customized charts which are created by combining two or more charts together. Okay. Now you'll get these images in the PDF wherein they have shown a plus sign with change over time, distribution, comparison, relationship. Okay. So these are different icon set. Now let me just quickly take you to this PDF and just try to understand how we have to decide which chart we should use. Okay. So just give me one moment. Yeah, I think now it is better. Okay. So single value chart. Single value chart means that there is no chart basically. Whenever you have to represent any number. So let's say we have a data and we have different numbers over here. So I will take the same file which I had shown you for HR data analytics that we did in the last lecture. Okay. So I'll be using the same file and it's opening. Yeah. This is the file. We are going to use this and we are going to create some charts. Okay. So this is the dashboard that we have already seen before. Okay. Now in this dashboard, the first row that you see, it's there are no charts here. Okay. There are only numbers over here. Okay. So this is called as single value chart. So you are just seeing single values. So can anyone tell me when do we use the single value chart or when do we use a single number chart?
Sir,
What?
your screen, your Excel sheet is not visible.
Okay. Just give me one moment. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was saying that whatever numbers, whatever the first row that you see has a single value number, employee count, attrition rate, active employees, and average age. These are single value chart. There are no charts. Basically, there is no x-axis, y-axis. There are no different parameters. These are there here. Okay. But here you see only single value. Now, I want to ask you, when do we use a single value chart? The question is very simple. When do we use a single value chart? Yes, anyone who would like to share any opinion? When do we use a single value chart? See, whenever there is nothing which can be compared to, there is a single value only. Yeah, exactly. When we need to display the total value. Okay. So whenever you have to display the total value, there is a single number which doesn't have any comparison. Okay. Let's say total sales for the year, it'll be a single number. Net profit for the year, it'll be a single number. Okay. The capital of the company, it'll be a single number. Okay. So all these things will be what? These will be single value. So whenever you have any crucial information which has no connection with the other data, which is not to be compared, then you use a single value chart. Okay, so then in that case, you have to use a single value chart. Second comes in line is a single value chart with indicator. So here you are seeing a 10 and there is a upward arrow, 25%. percentage as a number. Okay. Now, when do we use a single value with indicator? Okay. In this, there is no indicator, but I will show you how you can create an indicator. Okay. But tell me, when do we use this kind of a chart where you have an indicator also?
When we want to compare the data of the current year with the previous year,
Correct.
like in the audit.
Yeah. So whenever you want to compare the data of the previous year with the current year, previous quarter with the current quarter, okay, or you want to compare or find out the relationship between two data, then you have to use this indicator. Okay. So is it a growth or it's a decline, okay, over a period of time? Then you have to use a single value indicator. Okay. Now, let us do some practical now. Okay. Let us not do only theoretical part. Let me give you some data. Suppose we have two products, product uh, A. We have product A and B. Okay. And these are the sales of the product. Sales in year 22 and sales in year 23. Okay. Let's say the sales is 50 lakhs over year. Now it has become 75 lakhs. Here it is, let's say 45. And now it has become 38 lakhs. Okay, now what you want to do is, these are the 2 years data we have. Now we want to compare it. Okay, now we want to see performance over the year. तो 2022 से 23 में कैसा हुआ, परफॉर्मेंस क्या रहा, ठीक है. So now when you put this, it is a, okay, we are not getting any value. We are getting a value error. Now, can anyone tell me why we are getting a value error?
Because the number is in the text format.
Correct. The number is in the text format. Why the number is in the text format, and how do you come to know that the number is in the text format?
Left
Because it
alignment
is in the
because of
left
comma.
hand side.
Ek minute. Yeah, two people were speaking together. Okay, I think both were saying the same thing, that the numbers are coming on the left hand side. Okay, so these are small points that you have to remember in mind, whatever we have taught you. Okay, so when you write 50 and press enter, it comes on the right hand side. When you write Alok, it comes on the left hand side. So this is the basic. Okay, now suppose I put 50 comma 000 and press enter, it is there on the right hand side only. It is there on the right hand side. Is it a number or is it a text now?
Number.
Number. Okay. Now I am writing 1 lakh and pressing enter. Is it a number or text now?
Text.
Text. Okay. So why it happened that 50,000 it's a number and 1 lakh it's a text?
Millions, and this one is in our Indian comma system.
Very good. Yeah. So it's in millions and it's in Indian. So the comma, the separator that we are putting is creating all the difference. So if I remove all this, now again this is also a number. And if I take a difference between the two, I'll get a result as D5. Sorry, D6. We'll get 50,000 into a comma. So now what do I do to convert this into a number then? Suppose you have got these values in Excel and you want to do some calculation. It is showing some calculation error. Now, how do I convert this into number? You have to go to the home tab in this number section. You can just put this kind of a comma. Okay. Now, if you put this kind of comma, are they number now? Or they are not numbers still? Still, they are not numbers because we are getting the value error again. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to convert them into number. Control 1 we need to do. Okay, and we'll go to number, and in the number we don't want any decimals. Okay, and use a separator. Okay, now still we are not able to convert them into a number in spite of using the number section. Now, why is it so? Because I manually type the comma. Okay, when I manually type the comma, I will not be able to convert them. Now, how to remove the comma? Should I delete the comma from everywhere? How do I remove the comma from everywhere? These are only 4 numbers. If there are some more numbers, then how do you do it? Tell me. Which function of Excel will help us in removing all the commas from here?
Replace.
Replace. Very good.
Find and
Shortcut
replace.
key for replace.
Control H.
Control H. See, we need to learn how to use the Excel functionalities. So what we are doing is we are replacing the comma with nothing. Okay, we don't want anything. Okay, so in the find what I put a comma, in the replace with what should I put now here?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so if you put nothing, nothing will happen. Okay, that means then the comma will go, but nothing will come. Okay, but these are now converted into numbers. We don't want decimal part. So how do we remove the decimal? We can just make it 0 over here from control 1. So now you're getting the answers. Okay, we are getting the answers now. But now let me test you. I don't want these number. Along with number, I want the percentage change also. So the numbers are there. I want the percentage change also. And I want an indicator, a green arrow showing up movement when it is a positive indicator. And whenever there is a negative, I want a red downward arrow. Okay. Now, how do I get the percentage change? Tell me. How do I find out the percentage change? Like, what is the growth in percentage or what is the decline in the percentage?
So we'll put formula.
Okay, what
Because-
formula?
E3 divided by C3.
E3 divided by C3 into 100 or
Is it? So it is a 50% increase. And if I do control D, it is 16%, but it's not showing percentage. Okay. So can I make it percentage over here? If you make a percentage, see, it will show you something like this. If you are using a percentage, then you don't have to multiply by 100.
yes.
Okay. So now, see what this is all normal. This is all something which you already must have known. Okay. Now, what we need to do is I want an indicator over here. Okay. We want an indicator, or you can say growth indicator. Okay. That should be what you can say, a green arrow and a red arrow. Okay, green arrow pointing up when it is an increase, and the red arrow pointing down whenever there is a decrease. How do I do that? Tell me.
If function.
Conditional formatting.
Conditional formatting.
Okay.
Conditional formatting.
One way is conditional formatting. If I don't want to use conditional formatting, then what?
If.
If. Very good. Okay. But how will if give us the indicators, the symbols? How do we get the symbols using if? Okay, now let me show you how we'll get this. Okay. So now focus on what I'm doing. Okay, let me just make it wrap text Alt H W. Alt H A C center and Alt H O I. Okay, now see what I want to do is I want here the growth indicator should be in up arrow or down arrow. So what I'll do is I'll use some helper column. Okay, so I'm just creating a helper column. Okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to insert some symbol over here. So how do you insert symbols in Excel? Go to insert and you have this. Either you can go to illustration and then shapes and just look for the upward and downward arrow. Okay, we can see that there are these shapes. So this one is showing an upward trend. Okay, and you can copy paste this and you can flip it. Okay, and ऐसे इसको घुमा देंगे so it will become downward trend. Okay, now this should be in green color, so we will put green. Okay, this one, anyone, and this one should be in red. Give me red. Where is the red? Here is the red. This fill should be red. Okay, so red. Okay, now let us try to put the if function. I don't know whether it will work or not, but let us try. Okay, let us see if it is getting the value, if it is taking the value from this or not. Okay, so is equal to if. Now we are revising if function. Okay, so what we need to do is, what is the logical test? What will be the logical test? Tell me fast.
If
F3 is greater than,
0,
If f3 is greater than 0, very good. Then what?
then then
Then h3.
yes,
dollar
H3.
H3.
Yeah, dollar h3. That is correct. We need to freeze the cell, okay? Because when we drag the formula down, it will not work if we don't freeze. So we have to freeze this, okay? H3 and dollar h4. $4. Oh, but what do you get here? You get a 0. And let's
0.
copy it down. We are getting a 0, 0 over here. Now, why is it happening? Why we are getting a 0?
Because H3 is not a number.
S3 is blank. There is nothing in S3. Okay, let me write increase over here. INC DEC. Are you getting this
Yes,
INC
yes,
this
yes.
DEC? Because
Mhm.
see, these are symbols. These are symbols. Okay. So symbols are above the cell, not inside the cell. Understanding, these are above the cell, not inside the cell. If you go inside the cell, if you go to the formula bar, if you go to the formula bar, do you see anything here?
No.
No, it is showing a blank in the formula bar. That means these symbols are not there in the cell. Now how do we insert the symbol into the cell? Can we say send to back and it'll go inside the cell? Is it ऐसा कुछ करके हम कर सकते हैं
No.
क्या? No,
No.
send backward or send something like that. No, it will not. Then how to get the this thing symbols inside the indicators, because you want to get them. Tell me how we can do this. So can we copy it in the if function? So if you try to put them, if I say copy, so I've done control C, okay, and I'm inside this cell and I would like to paste it over here. Instead of this, let me paste control V. It is not working. It is not working. Then what should we do? If you put this into inverted comma, what will happen? This will come. Okay. So even this will not work. So how do I get this? Because it is possible.
Conditional formatting.
No, I don't want to use conditional formatting. Conditional formatting तो होगा ही, लेकिन उसके बिना कैसे करेंगे वो जानना है. I want to find out. Tell me another way of doing it this. Because the conditional formatting will not work in some of the cases. So that is why I'm asking you. Hmm? Now, if you put a symbol of this also, like this also, It is inside the cell, but it is showing DDD over here. Okay. For here it is a symbol, but it is here showing DDD. So if I put this symbol and I make it green color, if I do a green fill, it will become a green this thing, but it is not coming over here. So how do I bring it? Anyone?
So format cells में we used to add now. Forgot.
What is that called? Yes, you're coming to it.
I forgot. Yes, yes,
Forgot.
yes.
Yes. Custom formatting. Conditional
Yes,
formatting
yes.
आप याद रहा? Custom formatting हमने किया
Custom
था.
formatting.
Yes, we did custom formatting. Okay. So what we need to do is, और एक और तरीका है उसके अलावा भी, मैं हम पहले आपको custom formatting बताता हूँ, ठीक है? So what we need to do is, wherever there is a number which is more than 0, there's a positive number. What we can do is, we can go to custom, okay? And here there is a number. So for number, we'll put 0. Then what we need to do is, we need to insert this symbol over here. Okay. Now, how do you insert the symbol? Suppose I copy this, okay, and Control 1 में press करता हूँ यहाँ पे आके. I go to custom, and here I mention 0. And after 0, I want to get this. So if I paste it, I'm not getting this symbol. ठीक है? तो वो symbol कैसे आता था? और कलर कैसा आएगा? कलर के लिए आपको लिखना पड़ेगा ग्रीन. So you'll get this. Now, how to get this symbol? Window and dot. Window and dot will open the emoji. Okay. Now we'll say up. Okay, and you will get this indicator. Okay, you can see we have a up arrow. Okay, so green with the up arrow. Okay, then we put a semicolon. That is for a negative number. Okay, so we'll not put 0, we'll put like this green, and then we can put a red. And then again dot and down, and we can use this one, or maybe this one also. Okay, what do you do like? And for up also, I'll be getting something like this. Down, for down we have this proper, but for up we don't have. Okay, so for up we get either use this or this one. Okay, so whatever. So I put some symbols over here. Okay, so let me see if it is working or not. Okay. So here you're seeing that wherever there is a positive number, but now you have to apply this here only in this custom formatting. जो हमने यहाँ किया है वो हमें यही करना पड़ेगा. Control 1 हम रखते हैं, ठीक है? And let me go to custom and let me select this. And again we'll do the same thing, custom and this. Now what do you see? That the number has gone, but we have got the symbols only. The number have got, but we have got the symbol. But we wanted the symbol over here. Okay. So custom format will function only when you have a value in the cell. When we have a value in the cell. So basically what we need to do is we need to copy this value over here and this value over here again. Now you see that you are getting the indicators but not the numbers. Then are you understanding what I'm doing? क्या आपको समझ में आ रहा है what is happening? Are you
So
getting?
please repeat once.
Yeah, I'm repeating.
Just the last part.
Yeah. Okay, so now this was clear. We had put two numbers. We took out the difference. Okay, we took out the change, and now we wanted to show the change with the help of an indicator. Okay, if there is a growth, then a green arrow pointing up should come. If there is a decline, then the red arrow pointing down should come. Okay, So we tried inserting symbol, but that is not working. Okay, we tried a function also, that is not working. So what we did is we had used custom formatting. Okay, now let me change the number and see the effect. Okay, so instead of 78,000, I'm putting 45,000, 45 lakhs over here. And now see, what do you get? There is a decline of 10% and you see a red indicator pointing down. When I put 48 lakhs over here, so there is a positive change of 7% and you are seeing a indicator. So that means they are working. These are working. But how to get this? So what we have done is Control 1, you have to press. And it is a format cell option. It is a custom formatting. Okay. Now you have to go to custom formatting and we have inserted one formula over here, which is this. Let me just zoom it out. Okay. And I'll put it in the chat box also. You can just download this image from the Zoom chat box. I'm putting it over here. And you can even, I will put it in the group also, WhatsApp group also. So when you put this in the custom format, in the custom cell option, what does it mean? Okay, so see, understand that whatever you put in custom, the first part of the custom formatting is representing the positive number. Okay, the first part is a positive number and the second part is a negative number. So whenever you put a semicolon, semicolon is a division between positive and negative. Now, if there is a positive number and wherever there is a positive number, you want to write positive. You want to get this word positive, okay? You want to get this number positive, this word positive. And wherever there is a negative, you want to get this word negative. So now see what happens. I'll just put this custom and say okay. Now what we are getting over here, what word are we getting? Negative. Okay. Now let me change this to 65 or 55 rather. What we are getting? What we are getting, guys? Positive. See, we have not written this word positive or negative. It is automatic. It is automatic. Okay. Now let me change the color of this word also. So positive should come in green color and negative should come in red color. Is it happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so wherever there is a negative change, it is giving me negative. Wherever there is a positive change, it is giving me positive number. Okay. So custom format also we need to learn. Okay, and conditional formatting se bhi ho sakta tha. So how do we do it with the conditional formatting? So here only in the positive change or this, what we'll do is we will go to the cell where we want to apply conditional formatting and we'll go to conditional formatting and we'll create a, or we can we use the icon set over here, this positive and negative. So now this is showing a negative and this is showing a positive, but it should not be negative. Basically, let me tell you why it is showing negative. Now it is showing positive. So along with the number, I'm getting the positive sign also. Let me convert this to 68 lakhs. And here also we are getting a positive, but here we are getting a negative now. Now, why this negative and why this positive? So again, go to conditional formatting and we'll go to manage rules. Okay, so by any chance, if this meeting gets over because I'm not logged into my official Zoom account today, since I was late. So join with the same ID. Okay, so I've shared the ID in the groups. So if this meeting gets over, we'll continue for next 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So you can continue again with the same meeting ID. Okay. So yes. What I did is I went to conditional formatting, home, conditional formatting, manage rules. So here you will see the rule. Okay. So when you double click on this, now it will show that the green symbol will come when the value is greater than 67%. Okay, but I don't want it to be like that. I want, if it is more than 0%, then give me this red green symbol. And whenever there is less than whenever it is, I don't want this, I want a down symbol only, red symbol only. Whenever the value is, okay, let me make it. So see, in the icon set, you see you get icons where there are three conditions basically. So that is why it is asking for three values. But if you put numbers, I think you can put it 0 and less than 0. Okay, so here, no, it will not function like this. So we'll have to change this icon set to, okay, let me put it like that. Okay, if it is more than 5%, then show me 1%, then show me this. If it is between 0 and 1, then show me this. And if it is less than, then show me this. Okay, so let me correct it down. Apply. Okay, so when you change this value to 99 lakhs, see what happens. We are still getting this. Where the value is greater than 1%, when the value is less than, okay, less than 1, become 0. Less than 0. Okay, now let me change it. Okay, now we are getting the right answer. Here, wherever there is a positive value, we're getting a green symbol. Wherever there is a negative, we are getting a red symbol. Now, if you want to see only the symbols, what you can do is you can again go to conditional formatting and manage rules, and you can, here you can click on show icon only, and you will see only the icons. You will see only the icons. Okay, now how to apply this to a chart? Okay, so how to create a chart out of this? So what you'll do is when you select all these rows and you press Alt F1, you will see a chart creating. You will see a chart coming up. Okay, so it is showing you the sales in 2022 of product A and B. So this blue and orange represent A and B. Okay, now I don't want to see like this. Okay, product A together, AB and AB and AB. I want to see product A 22-23, product B 22-23, like that. So what should I do in that particular case? Can anyone tell me? If I want to see product year wise, only single product and year wise, there is a change in the year. There should be a change in the year. What is we're doing is keeping the year static and changing the product. I want to change, I want to keep the product static and change the year. What should I do? Tell me. Fast.
So we have to apply the filter in the years.
I have to apply.
Filters.
I don't have to do anything. I have to just go to the chart design, and in the chart design, I have to switch row and column. I have to switch the row and column, nothing else. Now see what it has done. Now this is sales in year 2022. This is sales in year 2023. So this is product A and this is product B. And what is blue and orange representing and gray representing? Tell me. How do you read the charts?
So blue is for sales in
Yeah, it is
2022.
showing that this blue bar is showing that this is the sale of product A in the year 2022. This is the sale of the product in 23. And you will see that this is the change. This is the increase. Okay. And this is the product sale of product in the year 22, 23. And there is a decline in the sale. So the bar is below the x-axis. It is going downwards. Are you getting it? Now, is it the right bar?
Yes.
It is the right chart to show this. Is it the right chart? Yes or no?
Yes.
What else could we have selected? इसके अलावा और कौन सा चार्ट बन सकता था यहाँ पर? Could we create something like this? Line chart. Will line chart look good? No. Why? Because line chart is to be used when there is a continuous data. Wherever you have a data in the form of a year, then only you can